think steroid-free condition with the monoclonal antibody treatment, and it's probably going to be done in a hospital setting anyway. So IV, I don't think it's not that a big deal. On day 1, day 3, 5, and so forth. Every other day kind of a regimen in a hospital setting. I think it's very durable, and it doesn't compromise the graft leukemia effect, which is a big plus. Yeah, and so I think it's something. I think it's something that's going to be on everybody's radar in the transplant service. Yeah.
Okay. So assuming FDA approval, and that sounds like that would be important to you, and all of the points that we've described, where do you think this would fit in your treatment regimen? So we've talked about different lines of therapy and different kinds of patients.
Yeah, I think it will still be reserved for the acute setting, and patients need to demonstrate steroid refractory acute GVHD. And I think those criteria need to be met for this drug to be approved. For the patient. Yeah, I think that will be the first step. And I think slowly, I think this drug would eventually, move to the non-refractory setting, so that patient can be managed without steroid, which and can reserve steroid can be reserved for second line setting. So at the risk setting, yeah. So I think that may be the future, yeah.
Okay. And would you tell me a little bit more about your thought processes to using it in patients who have not yet demonstrated refractory status to steroids? Are you saying that this would be used before attempting steroids, or it would be used in patients who also seem to be showing a response to steroids?
Well, yeah. Well, in the beginning, you only be indicated for refractory, right? But I think for the future, I think it will be used without steroid at all as the first line, and reserve steroids when patients start to demonstrate any signs of recurrence.
Okay.
And so that will minimize the duration of steroids in this kind of setting, because steroids suppress the GVHD, suppress the GVL or graft leukemia effect, and also has got viral complications and so forth. So we can avoid steroid altogether. I think it can not only improve complications of steroid, but also may even improve survival by allowing the graft versus leukemia effect to be at its maximum capacity. Yeah.
It's interesting. When you speak to different folks, different people are able to connect the dots in various fashions, and this is the first time someone has connected those dots to say that first, steroids, are contradict the intent of the transplantation to begin with. So eliminating steroids is critical, and that there's a critical question as to whether a treatment which could allow you to avoid steroids altogether could improve survival. Certainly, those data have not been generated yet, but it's interesting that you've considered that.
Yeah, we have seen. For multiple myeloma, we know that steroids was the reason that their survival was compromised, and by cutting the steroids to half or more in multiple myeloma population, we see a very significant survival advantage. And from Mayo Clinic study, they also have shown that most patients actually have complications from steroids, and death were related to those kind of complications in general. So steroids, it may be helping for the acute setting, but it compromised a lot of problems, a lot of stuff. Yeah. So the steroid can be minimized altogether